since we just gonna flip this from Texas and saying people with a little different kind of income get to do different kind of stuff. Stay woke. Again, stay woke. Did y'all hear about Mr. Bezos? This man has went to the moon and come back and landed him and his 3 counterparts. They done got up and tripped though, but y'all should see the picture for the ones that's is and the picture for the ones that's not. The thing looks so small. I'm trying to figure out how did they, go to the restroom? How did they eat? Certain things you can't eat because they was up there for a couple of days. So certain things you probably can't eat and certain things you probably should eat because you're floating. Everybody, a lot of people said, and he's charging people if you want to go. It's a couple of $1 million. And somebody asked me, would I go for free if they let me? I probably would. And the reason why I am so what is his name? Kings of Comedy. What did he say? If they go to the moon, I'm going with you. You ain't leaving me, big baby. You go up there, I'm going with you. If it's a free ride, take me too. Just bring me back. If you coming back, bring me back. So I want that ride back for free too. But if you know something going on up there, it might be something I need to know about. And I need to come and tell my people about it. Because we ain't talking about it at our dinner tables. So I might need to come back and tell my people. So I'm going with you. With you, baby. I'm getting my rollers and bonnets and we on our way. We are on our way. I might go to the south and get my, my gold mouth man. Because I don't know, just in case, I don't know what's up. And so I might need the gold mouth kind of brother to come out and be like, what's up? So, I'm prepared. I might take a couple of them on my ride. If it's free, it's free, right? But that ain't free. So definitely remind you, it ain't free. Mr. Jeff Boson is doing something different. He is paying his dues to society and to the air too as well. So definitely be aware. Since we talked about great restaurants in the DMV area week for last, like I said, I did get hit up by a lot of different restaurants. It overwhelmed me. I'm super, super excited. I have so much in store for you guys. We'll definitely bring that later when it's time to bring that out. But since we're talking about restaurants and doing something different, did you guys hear about it is a Black-owned Chinese restaurant here in the DMV area? Check that out. I'm going to quit because my mind, I'm like a comedian. My mind go different places. I'm shouting it out. I'm definitely want to shout it out. Did y'all hear this? Now, see, the thing is, some people might not understand it, but I feel like if they can fry up some chicken at the carryout, if they can make a burger at the carryout, and we flying for that, and they stay open late type attitude, because I'm getting me a burger late type attitude. Black people or other races should be able to cook your food too. If I think I know a little bit of it, I can sample a little bit of it, why not cook it? I mean, it is what it is. So I might be trying out this new Chinese restaurant. But I have to say, man, I love my people. You feel me? I have to do it. I love my people. We are so freaking creative and so I'm out the box with it. You might not understand it, but I bet it's the best Chinese food in the city, and I'm going to try it out. If anybody know him, see if we can get him on the show. See if we can get him over here and see if he can bring some Chinese food over here.
Follow him right now.
Yeah, so my producer's like, I'm following him right now. Yeah, let's see if we can get him on the show. See if he can come and tell us where did he get this idea from? Where did that even transpire? We've been going to Chinese restaurants for years, Chinese buffets, and I have to say, I'm not going to tell my age, but I have not. And I love seeing it. I'm going to definitely go out support it. I hope they have the balls and everything. We got to go all out, people. We're going to do it right. Do it right. Because they be trying to do ours right with their chicken, but they do be doing a little bit sometimes. But anyway, so moving forward, I love it. I love it. I love it. I definitely am not going to hold you long this week unless we have some other things. I couldn't find a lot in the news, so I'm going to talk to you guys as much as you talk back to me. But, so since we're doing that, let me take a pause because I ain't got too much more on my ballot, and I got like a little minute on here. So let me give y'all some shout outs over here. Facebook, somebody said period. I don't know what they saying period for, but I'm assuming it was like period, sus, what you said. I'm on it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love it. And so anyway, yeah, what y'all been up to? How y'all been doing? I get a lot of waves, and I want to go back to the guy that gave me some great publicity from last week. I want to tell all the restaurants, all the club owners, club poppers, and all them that you guys will hit me up like, hey, all the artists, y'all hit me up. saying, hey, y'all want to come on the show, definitely let's do that. Let's make it poppin'. But bring something that's interesting. Don't just come over here looking like you just got one song hitter. And that's cool. And nobody knows your song but you and your grandmama. That's cool too. I ain't knocking it. No shade, no gray. We definitely want to support all talent. But come with a little more and I sing your music. You can come with a story. I ain't tripping, you feel me? I ain't tripping. You can come with one song and a story. So you better give me the best story. Your grandmama is your biggest fan story. And I'm down. So I just wanted to shout that out real quick to let you know that I'm taking our guests. We are definitely taking guests. We love guests. We would definitely try to have a guest at least once a month. I love talking to y'all by myself without a guest. So sometimes you would definitely want someone probably not see a guest. You definitely just see me. And I hope that's enough too. Because I love you like that. That I wanted to spread a little love to you. Because sometimes when you have guests, you have to tone down the different conversations you're going to bring. Because dude was like, when I said Bill Cosby, he scooted his chair back like, oh, I ain't got, oh. I don't want none of that piece. I got my own work out here. I got to promote. I ain't trying to get that smoke. So, you know, sometimes you gotta think about that when people are coming. They might not agree, or they might agree to what you're saying, but they think about their own platform. My platform is to talk about it. Their platform is to eat about it, or their platform is to rap about it. So everybody different, but mine, I'm gonna talk about it. So if you want to talk about it, let's get it going. But I don't like too much tea. I don't want to be drama about to talk about it. You know, I like to be classy and sophisticated about it. But we're going to talk about it. So now since we're talking about stuff, did y'all hear about the NFL, NBA player, not it's NFL, it's his wife, NFL player, wife has been arrested. Beautiful young girl, cute little couple. Has been arrested for domestic violence against the NFL player. Now, the only thing I have, wait a minute, let me check this out. Whoever police officer, court system, I think this is in Louisville, I might be wrong. Whatever court system judge has filed this petition against this young lady, I salute you. And I don't salute them because I believe in domestic violence. I salute them because it's so many men out here has been in domestic violence relationships or are in them, and people do not believe them. Women or men, their friends, their family members do not believe them and thinking, oh, she just joking, she just playing around when she move and put her hands in his face, or she punches or hits and he don't want to hit back because it can be a whole nother ball field, ladies. You know, when he hit back, that's another story. We'll talk about that in a second. But let me tell you this. I salute him for even saying it out loud that my wife is beating on me and I cannot stop her from hitting me. So I have to call somebody to get this lady up off of me. That is something serious. And then that's like, you know, like traumatizing for him as a man. And then he's an NFL player. So that's even, he got to go back to his homeboys in the soccer room and all that. And imagine the scrutiny that he's getting. But no, support him, people. Support him. And then ladies, quit putting your hands on people's children. You hear me? That's not cute. First of all, I done have plenty of jobs. I'm telling my age. I done have plenty of jobs. I done have plenty of careers. And I got 3 degrees, and I'm going to talk about that another day, another time. Don't ever get me twisted. But I worked in the school system. And I was a teacher, a substitute teacher, and sometimes a teacher aide or whatever case may be in the school system. And I would watch these kids fight on each other as if that was their way of love language, and that was their way of expressing themselves, and that was their way of showing their spouse. And it was more the girls than anything. These girls are hitting these boys, are pulling their hair, pushing them down. I mean, just all kind of stuff. And the boys will want to hit back, but they can't hit back because, you know, the consequence that comes from that. But the girls don't get any consequences, any trouble, any bans against them at all. It was just, girl, stop hitting on that boy. No, baby. Stop hitting a man and that boy, period. Because first of all, they are men. If they hit you back, sugar, the world can go totally different for you. And I never been and never have to be, thank God. I'm a lover. You know, I'm a real lover type person. I like to talk that love and feel that love and all that good stuff. So that ain't never been my thing. But I get it when you play around and you. But my mom always said, don't wrestle with no man. And I used to be like, why you say that? I like to wrestle. I like to play. But my mom said, don't wrestle with no man because he'll know your weak spots. And if anything changes against you guys. And I was like, oh my God, what kind of relationship she done been in? You know, like, whoa, this is deep. But she was talking serious. Quit fighting on them one man. And then another thing. I have a nephew. He's 17 years old. Him and his little girlfriend, they really cute little couple. Ain't got no problem. She like to read books, and they just the nerdiest couple. But let me tell you one thing: if the world ever flip, and she decides she want to put her hands on him, we have trained him not to hit her back, but to hold her. And if that don't work, if she keep kicking, biting, and hitting, baby, call your auntie. For real. And I'm saying, and you know I love you. I have to turn over to the camera, y'all. I love her, and that's my niece-in-law. And I don't care if it's girl who don't hit my baby. Don't hit my baby. So you can imagine if I'm feeling that way, you gotta be feeling that way if you have a son. You have to feel that way if you have a daughter, and you saying that man better not be beating on my daughter. Well, that lady better not be beating on my son. No. What if it comes to that point where we gotta hit each other, break up? It ain't that serious. Call me tomorrow. We got kids together. It's cool. We can co-parent. We don't need to be in the house together. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Violence is not the key. If you cannot communicate, step out the ring. Period. You ain't adult enough to communicate your words and tell me how you really feel and why you feel that way. You need to step out the box. This ain't for you. Don't hit me. That's all I'm saying. So she deserves to get any time or get any trial, anything that's going against her. And I hope that waking up every young girl, every young lady out there to think it's okay to hit on that man. Moving forward. Did you hear about the young lady, the spelling bee? I'm going all over because I wrote this in my car. I'm professional, y'all. I'm trying to be professional here. I got a whole job now. I got a whole Monday through Friday. So, and yeah. So anyway, the young lady, I don't know her name. My producer said, come on, get these names right. I don't know this child name. I'm telling you, I'm catching it on the fly now. She is a spelling bee champ of this year's spelling bee. And I want to say, meet me there, people. You can't sleep on us as Black, African American, or African descent of kids. Come on, slavery, turn over in your grave. Come on now, turn over your grave, my slave ancestors. We have arrived. This child won the spelling bee. And not even just we have arrived because she won the spelling bee. You can imagine who she's going to become 20 years from now. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing her step on stages and set down arenas and set down different avenues. And you like, who the world, where the world? We heard about it here at the Ms.Day show and all the other places you probably heard about it for. We watched this child win that spelling bee. I forgot the word she won on. I ain't gonna say I forgot her. Couldn't even think about it. They say, are you smart in the 5th grade? No, I'm not no more. No, I'm not no more. But anyway, whatever word they say, it was just like, whoa, shit, wait a minute. I didn't catch the video, but I was like, whoa. Sailor Avant. I see. Yeah, go ahead, sis. You got that, sis? Yeah, for all of us. What they say, when you do it for one, you do it for all. You do it for the culture. So ladies, quit hitting on your man. Because when you do it for one, I don't think we coming to smack on somebody. I ain't out here for the, ain't with it, because we ain't doing it for all. But anyway, I did do a little research on the young lady that won the spelling bee, and they said that she went out for year 4 last or something like that, and she did not win. And she got knocked out in the first 2 rounds or something like that. And she was really disappointed. But hear what this child did. She took and got each dictionary, each encyclopedia, each thing that you can get some research and knowledge from, and filled her books in her library and her home and her bedroom up with books and studied as hard as she can. Perseverance is the key, you guys. Never stopping because they said you couldn't do something, or you're not good enough, or you're not looking good enough, or whatever the case may be. Because, you know, society put these stigmas on us. You know, they say one thing, you don't deserve it because you don't look the part. Another thing, you don't deserve it because you can't do certain things. You're not academic rated. Other things say you're not common sense rated. Other things say you too qualified. And these are all in our dynamics and all in our race. Because, you know, that's how they go stay awoke. Now people say that. What I just tell you what's going on in Texas, stay awoke. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about that. But overall, the thing is being perseverant and pushing through no matter what. You never know You do not know how many times people say, "Oh, Ms.Day, this is just a hobby. Oh, this is this and this and that." Oh, yeah, it might be a hobby to you, but this is my craft. I was created to sit right here in this chair and sit in bigger chairs and more chairs to come to do what I do, to give you guys the news the way I give it. So, do I listen to what the naysayers say? Sometimes it hurts. But I get back up and I try it again. I get back up and I do something again. I try something different. You got to do what you got to do. So if that young child at that age filled up her library, filled up her bedroom, not with toys and books. Not with toys and dolls. She filled up her bedroom with books and some knowledge that she can take on with her for the rest of her days. As my mama used to say, they can take anything from you, but they can't take a piece of paper. That piece of paper, that piece of paper, my mama was saying your master's degree. Come on now, Sabrina. Okay, I'm telling you my real name. Come on now, Ms.Day. Your bachelor's, your master's, and on my way to my PhD. That type thing, what she was saying, they can't never take away from you. So I say to this young girl, that knowledge that she's getting right now and still getting and receiving and picking them books up, that never ever take it away from you. And take it as far as you can take it, sugar. Far as our dreams and our minds and our ancestors and your ancestors have asked and wanted to take it. Do it for all of us. I salute you. I love it. So, moving forward, Johnson & Johnson. I told y'all I ain't going to hold y'all long. I'm trying to take my time in these stores and drag them out as long as I can. I hope you guys enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying it. But anyway, Johnson & Johnson. I know you guys have heard about Johnson & Johnson over the years. I'm an older... Look, I got to pause myself. Johnson & Johnson, when I was coming up, it was the thing to get. You got that thing on your insurance. It was so serious. It was so serious. You want a Johnson & Johnson Six Flags if you could. And they ain't even had one. But Johnson & Johnson was in everybody's household, from the poor to the richest person owners in the United States. Everybody had a piece of Johnson & Johnson. If it wasn't from the bath soap to the baby soap to the powder to the lotion. Right. Baby, the baby. Oh, y'all don't want that was the 90s. No. If I produce like I got something at the house. Johnson & Johnson has been around for a long time. And they have and really, honestly, they have the great-great-grandson. I think it's the great-grandson has a documentary on YouTube. Check it out if you're really interested in the Johnson & Johnson family. He is a young man that is very privileged. Like you said, and he's very privileged, but he does this YouTube channel and talking about how he is so privileged and he don't know what to do with himself. He's very bored and he's trying to find a career choice because he got money. He has a trust fund, so he calls it a trust fund kid. That's what it's called on YouTube, trust fund kid by the Johnson & Johnsons. Check it out. But even though moving forward, Johnson & Johnson has another lawsuit against them regarding some baby powder and all the stuff we done named out. So definitely be very careful of Johnson & Johnson. They are in big lawsuits about a lot of their products from back in the day, and they are looking to settle out on some of them. Good luck if you are in the process of being in that, I don't know. I don't even know how people would get on that lawsuit though. Like, do you got a receipt from the 90s to show you bought Johnson & Johnson? Because everybody can get on the lawsuit from the 90s on up to now. You can jump from, I wouldn't say the 90s, the 80s and 90s, babies. You definitely can get on that job. They can definitely get that little $5 because we all jumping in. We ain't getting them, but that $250, 2 mirrors in the land type attitude. You ain't gonna get that much. But I'm just curious. Is Johnson & Johnson, how much they got? They got like that. They got like that because if we all jump on this thing, like my producer said, he still got something in the house, and I ain't even gonna lie, I still got the baby powder in my house right now, under the sink, ready to ride. Ladies, you know what that means. Never mind. Moving forward. If something happened to me, call Johnson & Johnson. Give my $5. Give my $5 because that's probably all we all gonna get. But shout outs to the people that's fighting with Johnson & Johnson, and shout outs to Johnson & Johnson because they have been around for a while. They was so good. They was coming up here with this COVID. They was almost, I'm always saying, I'm not getting Johnson & Johnson. I know Johnson and Johnson. Like, I know these people personally. I know that one. I might get that vaccine. I don't know these other people. And they turn around and say, no, that was the first one went under the boat. Oh, man, dang. I'm glad I didn't get that. Glad I missed that one. Okay, so moving forward. Did you guys hear about the Olympics are deciding, since we talked about the COVID earlier, the second wave, the Olympics are deciding or discussing to cancel this year Olympics, which I don't think it happens but every, 3 to 4 years? So, yeah, so I think that's pretty deep. I know a lot of, for my young people that don't know that, they probably like, okay, they cancel the Olympics. It happen every year. No, that's the whole, the blessing part of the Olympics, that it only happens every 3 to 4 years, so it's not a constant one-time thing like the playoffs. So anyway, they saying over in the Olympics that even if they do not cancel the Olympics, they are thinking about doing giving out cardboard beds for the people that's going to be a part of the Olympics, just because they do not want people to engage in nightlife, trying to be sexy about it. They don't want people engaging too much of the nightlife, and if they do, they don't want to spread any COVID vaccines or anything in that nature. I was thinking they was thinking the STDs. I was like, well, they should have been doing that years ago. No, I'm just playing. I'm totally jokes. But that is a discussion, so definitely look out for that as well regarding the Olympics. If you are an Olympics fan, definitely you want to keep your eyes open and as well stay woke. Again, I just told you, stay woke, because it is happening, and it is being not discussed in certain platforms and are being discussed in other platforms. But over here, we're going to talk about it. As long as they don't shut me down, we're going to get into them topics. We ain't got no problem talking about it. But definitely stay awoke regarding things in that nature regarding the second wave of COVID-19, allegedly. And just stay awoke on what's going on in your day-to-day news. And since we're talking about that, did you hear that minimum wage, and I don't know if y'all heard it, because I like to say did you hear, because my whole thing is, you probably done heard it, because if I caught the news, you shouldn't have caught it twice by me too. But anyway, minimum wage is now has arrived. I think it's going up to, like we talked about it, I think it's up to $15, which is an awesome thing. For the ones that are not making $15 an hour, they are saying that they will be pulling it up to $15 an hour around United States, which is an awesome thing. And for the ones that's been making $15 and more hours, salute to us. But for the ones that's not, definitely be willing to support the ones that are trying to get to that $15 an hour and more. But since I discussed that, I want to discuss that they are saying now, this is a statistic, that they are saying minimum wage is not enough to afford rent. And not even just in certain states, just in the United States, period, is not enough to be able to afford rent. I can see that happening. My rent right now, and it's pretty steep. And if I didn't earn the income I earn, I probably wouldn't be doing this show, because I probably had an extra income to be playing under this show. I probably would be getting my little nails done. Things you got to sacrifice. Sacrifice a problem dry. All that little stuff. But I get the opportunity because I do make the income I make that I can. But if I could only imagine people that's making $15 an hour trying to survive in this thing called the world, in your backyard type attitude, and they saying it's not enough to make it, and it's not. It's enough to pay rent, but what about eating? What about gas in your car? Not enough alone, add kids to it. So I'm gonna shut my mouth. I don't need y'all 50 cents no more. I'm the auntie that don't even want your 50 cents. Let me shut up line. I don't want, if they give you $300 and you make a minimum wage, baby, get that $300 and do what you need to do with it. Go ahead and pay your rent up for about 2 or 3 months extra, because they don't know how long they're gonna keep giving it to us like this. So go on and do what you gotta do. I'm totally not knocking it. Just stay awoke, stay awake, and know what you're doing is for the benefit of you and your kids, and be aware of that. did you guys, let me shout out, I definitely want to give shout outs before I get out of here, because like I said, I'm not going to hold y'all long this week. Can you believe it? I'm like that good Sunday Baptist church, honey. I ain't going to hold you long if you pay tax. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, jokes, pastor. Clergy, I'm playing, I'm joking. But pay your tax. You know, Cashapp is always available. Totally jokes. But seriously, I want to give you guys a joke before we got into a sad moment. I know you guys heard about Keisha Cole's mother, Fizzy, passing away at the age of, I think she was the age of 59, if I'm correct. But I don't know if you guys, she was one of the first reality show, you know, from a celebrity standpoint we had got. And we was all like, this is the it. Next thing you know, Atlanta Housewives jumping out, other TV shows jumping out. We got to give them some shots. The Keisha Cole family, they reality show took us to another level, and we've been looking for it since. We've been looking for more reality shows just like that, their realness, their rawness, their transparency, and that way of saying, I ain't got it all together. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. And it looks like she was still in the process of trying to figure that out. And saddening to say she passed. I don't know what happened in between. I don't really care. I just want to give out love and support to Keisha and her family, and as well to her other siblings, the ones we fell in love with from the show. I want to definitely give them love and just, be able to love them. Who cares what happened? It ain't none of our business. You know, we quick to say, well, what happened? Girl, when you go out the door, we're going to make sure we ask everybody, what happened? You don't want everybody in your business. You don't want them in your business when you're alive. Never alone when you finna go out the door to the good gods, you know, to the good heavens. You don't want nobody asking nothing. Other than if you going to show up for the funeral or not, you got a dime on it because, you know, funerals expensive. You got 50 cents on it or what? That's all we need to know. You cash apping over here what? So I'm just saying, she got Keisha Cole money, so I doubt if they need any bread. But send some flowers, All I'm saying, what we do in Black families, we send some chicken. Go send some chicken. Quit worrying about how